Y'all roll out, nigga. Yeah. See this here full of straight baller niggas. Niggas know how to relax up in here.
I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say.
What?
I was about to repeat a song.
I was expecting something.
I was about to repeat some shit. I was like, I can't do that. I ain't got nothing today. What you stepping on? Okay, we're good. Technical difficulties, y'all. You stepping on something. What you stepping on?
I'm not stepping on anything.
Why is it jumping? All right, fuck all that. We good. Sorry, y'all.
That's you Bigfoot bitch. Look where your crock is. Ugly ass bitch. That was you.
My apologies.
Good evening. What you stepping on? Your Bigfoot ass.
I said a good evening. With a bartender. Sorry. We back in the lab. We back in the studio. I'm Rob. He's Rick. What's good?
Yes, sir, man.
It's the Captain's Law Podcast YouTube show. Appreciate y'all joining us this evening.
Brisk evening.
Yep, a brisk evening. It is cold. Hoodie season, chinchilla season, sweatpants season, 4x4 Croc season. You know what I'm saying? Sock hat season. It's all here.
Yeah,
it's here. What we got for y'all tonight? We're gonna do weekend recap. We got Washington versus Dallas. Tua Taga. I'm just gonna call him Tua. I've been trying to get the name right all day. I keep fucking it up. The quarterback from Miami, Tua. We got Jeffrey Dahmer series. We got Kanye West and Candace Owens. And another one that I got tied to that. I'm going to save that. Did I miss anything? Oh, BET Awards. Coolio. And a dad joke, of course.
That's not going anywhere.
But we're going to start with the usual weekend recap. How was your weekend?
It was good. I didn't do shit, literally. I did go to the gun show Friday evening. We'll talk about that later. But other than that, I was in the house pretty much sick with bullshit all fucking weekend.
For real?
Yeah, but that was about it. Watched that bullshit ass game, at least half of it.
We'll get to that.
I did catch a very, very good fucking UFC fight Saturday night.
Who was it?
It was two unranked females. It's probably by far the best UFC fight I've seen in years. They was literally like going toe to toe. Like they were tired. They was just hitting each other. Nobody wouldn't fall. Nobody would get knocked out. It was like one of them goodies. So it was a very enjoyable fight. But other than that, I didn't do nothing. How about you, sir?
Honestly, bro, I mean, how could you do anything, man? We had the remnants of Hurricane Ian, you know what I'm saying? That just knocking on the door. We didn't really get anything. It just rained every 11 minutes. It just drizzled a little bit, just enough to piss you off. I know Ian fucked Florida up real good, man. Any folks down there by Fort Myers and all that, man, I hope y'all doing okay. I know I got some folks down there. Shout to Lamar Cardwell.
Cardwell.
Yep. Tory.
Best player in COD history.
Yep. I know Cardell said his power was out. He ain't say he sustained no damage or nothing like that. I know my man Lamar, he in Miami, he said it was windy, but the shit kind of went past him. So
South Carolina, Myrtle Beach was getting fucked up.
I said Myrtle Beach got cracked a little bit. The joint had went back out to the water and went back to a category 1 before it came back to South Carolina. And shout out to my man DJ down Cam Lejeune. He ain't say nothing was going on, but Cam Lejeune was right on the water, so hopefully everything was okay. We went to Nada's in Bethesda, man, the little taco spot, highly recommended. If you just want some small tacos to go, small plate joint. It's out there in that big little, I guess.
Is it a fancy taco joint or is it
it's a fancy,
like a mom and pop's hole in the wall taco joint?
It's a fancy joint. But it's like, to me, the tacos taste mom and pop. I think that's why we keep going to it.
Right.
I wouldn't recommend, so this is the thing.
Uh-oh.
So you can either get pork, chicken, or
cow tongue,
or
cow tongue.
Fish.
Oh, okay.
And it's another flavor of something we ain't got. I got a vegan joint too. If you get the fish joint, you just got to be careful because the coleslaw and other shit they put in it, the shit be a little runny. So my wife ended up sending her shit back because the shit was runny. Aiden shit was runny too. So she didn't want another one. Aiden got another one. It wasn't as bad. Pork and chicken joint. Pork joint was busting. Definitely the most flavorful.
Carnitas.
Yeah. Extra bust on that. But yeah, I mean, from there, man, we just came home, dog. Like it's just a rainy weekend, man. He can't do shit. We did do the Rover again.
How was that?
For the dog. You know, it's as far as I'm concerned, it's a miss. You know what I'm saying? It might, I mean, I'm taking maybe 40% of the blame for this one. We did find this one 24 hours in advance, but we did go to 3 different people. All 3 of the people did have a lot of reviews. All of them did have like pretty much all of them was 5 stars, but this one particular lady was around the corner. We get there, you know what I'm saying? We drop Nugget off, and I'm thinking I'm talking to the lady. Whole time it's like her sister. She come downstairs. She's dressed, about to walk out the door, and she was like, "Okay, yeah. So can you just put the cage together and put him in the cage?" And so I'm like, "All right." So as I'm leaving, she's leaving. So I'm like, "All right." So didn't say nothing. She sent a picture like the next day. Was asking because I told her I was like, "We might come to get him early," and she was like, hit me the next day. Was like, "What time do I expect you?" I was like, "Well, it's regular time as of now." But I'll keep you posted. And then I said, "Have you been having any issues?" And she's like, "Your dog pees and poops excessively, but that's about it." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I told you to limit his water, so I don't give him no water after 8. But I mean,
I mean, it could be an array of things.
It could be a array. He could have been nervous. He's nervous. He's somewhere he don't know. So I understood that. So when I picked him up, he was hyper as fuck. But the thing is, it kind of threw me off was I sent him with 3 bags of food. You know what I'm saying? Enough food for that night, that morning, and that evening when I picked him up. And I come back and it's still a whole bag of food. So I'm like, so I said, "Did you feed him? Like, did he eat? Did he get his dinner?" And she allegedly says that she gave him the rest of the food from that morning because he didn't really eat it. So I'm like,
that's very common. Ronan doesn't. As big as Ronan is, I give him 3 cups in one serving. This motherfucker will eat a cup and a half. And then won't eat probably, and this is just some days, and he won't eat the remaining of his food prior to like midday. And then I'll give him like another serving and he might not touch it at all. Like it just happens. It just all depends on, and then again, like he's in somewhere new, right? Nobody consistent. So he might not have felt like fucking eating. Maybe he was just more so focused on everything that was going on. So that's not as uncommon as you think.
So I think we're gonna try it one more time. Somebody else. If not, we're just gonna be looking for the vacation kennel because we got to get some shit locked in between now and next month. That was it, man. I just came home, watched a little. Well, I watched some football. I watched about half of the fucking Commanders joint, and I had slid the fuck off. So that was it for me. But let's just get right into it, man. So the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying?
The local Super Bowl.
The local Super Bowl.
The local Super Bowl, for those who don't know.
The DMV is to Texas Super Bowl. Commanders versus Dallas. Washington loses, of course, 25-10 in Dallas.
Terrible. Looking crazy,
per usual. I mean, my theories, honestly, I don't have nothing to say about Kendall Fuller this week because I don't know if you've seen they had made it was an article a couple of days before they was talking about switching him to slot.
Yeah.
So he don't got to cover as much ground. Good call on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you looking at fucking Carson Wentz, 25 for 42, 170 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And one dumbass interception too. Keep trying to throw the ball to Dotson. You know what I'm saying? Through this bomb. And Trayvon Diggs just snatched the shit right out the fucking air. I'm like,
he underthrew him.
I'm like, come on, bro. Like,
he underthrew him.
Like, we wasn't even to that point in the game where it was like desperation. It was just a bad throw.
Every moment is desperation for them.
Yeah, just a bad throw. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Gibson, I think he had like 40, 50 yards. Like, still not doing shit there. Zeke only had like 49 yards too. Yeah, so Zeke ain't have a lot, but I think he had a touchdown. No,
but surprisingly, right, until they scored that fucking game changer touchdown, defense was cooking.
The defense was doing all right. I was like, okay, you got a game.
Because we had a lead for a second.
And as soon as they scored
that was it.
The momentum was gone.
It was gone.
So my thing is, everybody they calling for Taylor Heineke or Sam Howell.
It's not.
I think it's still early.
So this is my thing, right? So don't get me wrong. Carson Wentz did make some mistakes. He underthrew some folks, right? He overthrew some folks. Bad decisions, right? But that doesn't amount to that does not equal the amount of the bullshit ass pass blocking, the blocking that he was getting, right? And it just doesn't equal up to that. I think the main problem on offense is the fucking offensive line. I think if he had more time to actually make decisions, right, he wouldn't make the bad decisions that he made. So if he had plenty of fucking time, and it shows when he has time and he's not rushed, right? He makes like the best fucking throws on the planet. He steps up in the pocket. He reads the defense like he does his thing. But when he's rushed and he's getting fucking hit almost every fucking play, I'll be rushed and ready to get that shit up out of there too. But I mean, that still doesn't make an excuse. He's owned up to his mistakes. Because he did have a comment or two after the game, and he said that, you know, I got to be more accurate and I got to make better decisions, right? So that's good on him, and which is rightfully so. But then, like, there's no fix for the offensive line. They made a slight adjustment. I think they switched. I don't think
they did. They didn't do as bad as last week. But they
didn't do as bad as last week. But he was still getting his ass fucking ran.
They was running through it.
They was running three people. Exactly. So even with all of that, right, with Carson Wentz taking it's still no fix for the offense.
No, it's not.
And then Ron's, and you know, he kind of pissed me off this week. Riverboat Ron response was mainly like, we just got to play better, and we've identified the issues and we're going to fix it. Well, fucking fix it.
I just feel like he's chilling too hard. I said that last week.
He's not.
Bro.
I don't think he's chilling too hard. It's a method to the madness, right? But you don't want everybody in your shit neither.
I don't want everybody in my shit. I just want
I'm not going to fucking tell everybody what the fuck is going on, because then on top of that, you telling your enemy what your game plan is, blah, 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 blah.
I just want a little bit more energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's not going to give you more energy. That's what the fuck.
I just seen this nigga curse in the locker room. So it's like,
in the locker room,
you can give me a little bit.
That's at the locker room, though. That's not a press conference.
Now, you can't be professional. Sometimes you just got to be who you are. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure he's snapping, because they asked him about conversations in the locker room, and I forgot what he said.
Sometimes you got to bring that inner ninja out. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm sitting there looking, because the game was boring. Bottom line, the game was boring as fuck, as per all the games. So I'm going to read the next 5 games out, and I just want you to tell me, honestly, win or lose. You got Tennessee, home game.
Probably lose, bro.
Okay. Then you got at Chicago.
That's up in the air.
Then you got home game, Green Bay.
Loss.
Then you got at the Colts.
Loss.
And then you got home game, Minnesota.
Loss.
Just one, huh?
Just one, and
one questionable.
That one is questionable. It's just bad. And then on top of that, like, this is why I think, like, this can't be Ron Rivera. This has to be Dan Snyder. Fucking Robinson's coming back.
Yep. Oh yeah. He's activated. This is the same guy who got shot twice.
Shot fucking 5 weeks ago
for his Hellcat, and now he's
talking.
activated.
Now they're talking about. Now they said they're even. He might even play Sunday. He might. I doubt it. But the fact that they even said that he might is questionable.
Well, what difference is that going to make, though?
It's not going to make no fucking difference. Let the man fucking heal. Then they talking about Chase Young needs more time. Man, fuck out of here.
I'm telling you, bro. But people just come here, bro, and they just play bad, or they just get hurt.
And then not to mention, like, the fucking deal we got with the Colts. Don't they got fucking, like, 2nd round pick for like the next 2 years or some wild shit?
We gave up a significant amount to get Wentz, bro. We really did. I mean, honestly, I thought that
if we lose the rest of the games, we'll get first, they get second, so it wouldn't be that bad. But fuck, it's bad.
No, the only good thing about the game was the jerseys. The jerseys
are fire.
The jerseys was looking slick out there. I'm gonna lie to you, but
jerseys are fire.
Man, just win the games, man. That's all. Like, I feel like I'm asking y'all too much when I'm saying it, but like, just play good football and win games. Like, it'd be so many other games.
Now watch it. Now watch it be that we fucking beat fucking Green Bay.
I don't give a shit if you win the rest of the games for the season. I'm still not sold, bro. This roller coaster.
Your first shit was questionable.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like it's not gonna be no heart attack football this year. Where you got me on the edge of my seat the whole game because y'all bullshit, and then you turn around and win the game on a field goal or something. I'm not doing that. Like, there's so many other there's so many other games that just be exciting. It'd be the fucking Jets and the goddamn Texans.
Yo, the fucking Jets quarterback hit a gritty. That shit was fun.
It was clean. It was a clean gritty too.
But
that's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be exciting football, and both of them fucking teams suck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you get on there, like, it's just no enthusiasm. It's no excitement. You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna get worse as it gets cold. Once it get cold, ain't gonna be nobody there. Yeah. Ain't gonna be no Commanders fans.
Unless they fucking start winning and look like they go to the playoffs.
Best of luck to y'all, man. I say go ahead and throw Sam Howell in there. If I would say this, I would say give it. When's y'all bye week?
I don't know.
I would say by week 10, if y'all ain't won at least, what is it? What's week? What's it? They 1-3, so this would be the fifth game. If by week 10, if y'all have lost 4 out of them 5 games, I say you go ahead and put the rookie in. At this point, why even put Carson Wentz in the game? Y'all fucking around.
Take some of the fucking linemen off the practice squad, put them in the goddamn.
Yep. At that point, you gonna need to start testing shit out. Like, hey, look, you look like you ready. Come on, you're in. There can't be no worse than what the fuck it is.
Hand and block better than what the fuck these motherfuckers doing.
Can't be no worse. But we'll see though. Y'all got Tennessee at home this weekend. Good luck, because Derrick Henry gonna be running that shit up y'all ass the whole game. Sorry. Moving on, man. Miami Dolphins quarterback, Mr. Tua. Concussions. You know, y'all dead ass fucking wrong for that shit. Dead wrong. Because
they kind of hit him fucking okie dokie. And then they made the fall guy. The unaffiliated neurotrauma doctor.
Come on, man.
Why the fuck does it matter whether he's unaffiliated or not? He got to be affiliated if y'all are fucking using him. Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
So he is affiliated.
Yeah, like how the fuck you gonna use him to clear one of your athletes, but he's not affiliated with the NFL? If that's the fucking case, then you can fucking anyway. So he's taking the fucking rap. He got fired. They're talking about that he probably didn't do the right protocols. He ain't watched the video. Everybody and their mama seen that motherfucker against that goddamn game on the 25th when he fucking when he took that first hit and had that first concussion.
And what's crazy is the first concussion, he just got pushed on the ground. He just landed on his head. But when you get up and you lose your balance like that, you got to come out. He came back in the game after halftime.
Yeah, ain't that much. That shit ain't worth it, bro. And then the thing about it is, I don't know if he got pushed by the staff or he pushed the staff. Regardless, bro, like if you get hurt, bro, what I'm realizing now, as I'm fucking getting older, bro, have a fucking seat. I've had too many fucking concussions to fucking know. I've had 6.
If I had one, I ain't know.
I've had 6, and that's ranging from me playing football as a kid to a fucking adult. I've had 6, and that shit is not fucking fun.
No, it's not.
And the more that you have, the worse that it gets.
And he a young quarterback too, man. And he probably feel like he got something to prove this year. He was hurt before that. Now he coming in, he fresh, and he like, shit, coach, put me back in the game. That could be a possibility as well. Yeah, but I'm like, there's gotta be somebody to be like, hey, nah.
But there's already evidence that the NFL is shit when it comes to fucking concussion protocol.
Bro, they shit period with these players, man. Like you think about this. You start as a child, you know what I'm saying? You out here and you getting banged and bruised up your whole fucking teenage years, your whole young adult years to get to the NFL, and you fucking around and you get hurt, and then you damage goods, and then you're gone. Like,
it is what it is.
And it's only in football, bro. Like you can fuck around, you can go play baseball, you can go play basketball, you could be a fucking scrub, dog.
I mean, you could be a scrub. Football's a fucking contact sport.
Yeah, man.
It's a legit contact, and it doesn't make it any better that these motherfuckers really ain't tackling out here.
No, they're not.
They just diving with their shoulders and their fucking upper body, which is causing a lot of the fucking issues.
Yeah, no.
So don't get me wrong. I like seeing a good hit like the fucking next man, but none of these motherfuckers are really tackling out here.
No, they don't.
You're not putting
they
your
don't wanna
fucking
wrap
face
up.
mask in that fucking chest and fucking wrapping up like you supposed to.
No,
This motherfucker's soft as baby shit, bro.
no, they don't want to wrap up. So I'm gonna be watching it because he's out this week. Of course, now he's out. So he's out for
now
week
they
5.
giving them all types of fucking. Now they're like officially saying that he's in fucking what you call it, concussion protocol. They're saying like he's not the same person. It's like all types of who blah blah. I just hope he has a speedy recovery and he take that shit serious and he have a fucking seat.
Man, I mean, I may be stretching it, man, but a hit like that, bro. First and foremost, I think any quarterback who got slammed on the ground like that the second time would have been hurt or would have had a concussion because he hit his head on the ground hard. So granted,
that would have been Tom Brady. It would have been a fucking ride. But no comment. I'll leave it at that.
They would have been fucking stampeded. They would have been fucking running on the damn field.
The bench would have fucking cleared, and they would have had a fucking all-out brawl if Tom Brady got slammed like that.
But I'm gonna be curious. I'm gonna be watching to see like when his return is, because if this is me and he really messed up like that, and they saying that they don't know the timetable and he looking crazy out here, he out for the season. If
he's definitely out for the season.
He should be out for the season. If you really care about this well-being, how old is he? Young too.
Yeah, he's young.
He in his mid-20s. I mean, in my opinion, he should be out for the season. You still got Teddy Bridgewater. I personally feel like you're still in good hands.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater gonna step up. Teddy Bridgewater ain't that bad.
I think we should. I think we back when I was really screaming it, I wanted Teddy Bridgewater, bro. And I don't know why the fuck I was like, why do I keep overlooking him? Like he wasn't a dog before he got hurt. Like, and you could have got him for cheap. Yeah. So we'll be standing by on that, man. Moving on, man. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey, I hate you, you motherfucker.
So look, I'm only like 8 episodes in, but
I finished that shit in 2 days.
That shit is wild. Look, so I know you hear motherfuckers talking about boycott the shit and all this, and Boosie talking about boycott it. Nigga, shut up. This the same nigga who told some chick that he give $1,000 if he show her pussy on live. So
show your pussy on live, I give you $1,000.
Listen. We be the most contradictory motherfucker.
Hey, Boosie, wild as shit.
We be the most contradictory people ever, bro. Hey,
Boosie had fucking pandemic lit.
Yeah, he did. But don't like, man. Look, I'm just honest. Like, unless it's some kiddie. It was one joint that was on Netflix that I was like, yeah, you probably should take this shit off. And that was that movie where they had like these little girls, and I think they was like in a dance group, like a hip hop dance group or something. And they was just like emphasized when they was dancing like on the little kids like body parts and shit. So I was like, what the fuck is this? But it was like a big uproar, and they did end up taking it down. That's the only thing I would say not watch.
They'll take that down, but then they'll have fucking rape scenes and fucking
exactly. But it's
this is the thing, right? It's motherfuckers like, don't get me wrong, like I get it. No, Jeffrey Dahmer is who he is, right? Yeah. But that shit's over and done with. His motherfucker's dead. So now they're talking about they've took the fucking LGBTQT fucking tag off of it on fucking Netflix because it was getting a lot of fucking controversial from the motherfucker was gay. What difference does it make? Is that not what the fuck? They screaming that shit LBGQTA plus B, C, whatever the fuck that shit is. Like, come on now. Like, you can't pick and choose when the fuck is what, bro. Like, at the end of the day, that motherfucker was a fucking serial killer, right? And he fucking targeted fucking gay men or boys or kids.
All I'm saying is, if you say you got to take something like this down, you got to take everything.
Yeah,
down,
take
bro.
everything down. Fuck, they putting fucking the same shit in fucking regular fucking commercials.
Exactly. I mean, you got dicks and shit on TV now. You got them saying bitch, ass, fuck on regular TV.
Yeah,
come on, bro. Like
you can't
do one and then not do the rest.
You can't pick and choose when the shit is convenient, man. And then motherfuckers fucking era clout chasing. And motherfuckers out here, they saying this motherfuckers out there commenting sexually like on fucking in regards to the whole Jeffrey Dahmer case. Whole motherfuckers excuse me, a bunch of rappers was like, oh, fucking Jeffrey Dahmer would have never got me like that. I didn't know you was gay, motherfucker.
Yeah, they be saying that shit.
But then you got motherfuckers who was like, oh, Jeffrey Dahmer ain't got shit on me. I was fucking gawking 6 Jones, Pauls, whatever the fuck. Like, motherfuckers was wild. Motherfuckers, oh, I want his glasses. Now everybody doing skits and shit like that. You're doing exactly what the fuck he want, which is media attention. The same thing fucking Ted Bundy wanted. I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer was he met his fate, you know what I mean, with the dumbbell.
Well, the guy who played the part, man, he acted the part really well. If you don't know, he was on X-Men.
Yep.
He's Flash, Silver Surfer, He the fast motherfucker.
He was he played in a bunch of different movies.
That's
He's actually a good fucking actor. He was in something.
Is he European?
Too. No.
Oh, I figured he was British or some shit. But so real quick on that, man. I have to say the 2 worst killings that, in my opinion, definitely the one you said. So I would say the 14-year-old boy. I mean, they didn't show him getting killed, but it was a simple fact that like he knew he was a youngin'. You know what I'm saying? Drugged him up. And then, like, fucking put a drill in his ear or some shit like that. So when the police pull up and they're asking, like, what's going on? The police is on some bullshit too. Like,
but that's how they were back.
That's how they was back then. He was in a low income area, predominantly Black Spanish area. So they wasn't really taking that shit serious. And he's like, oh yeah, he's just drunk. This motherfucker sitting there 2 sheets to the wind, sitting on the curb. And you literally helped him take him back in the house.
And killed him afterwards.
All crazy. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they was gay and you kind of didn't really want to play, you know, you didn't want to have no part of it. You know what I'm saying? Then that one and the black guy who was deaf. And I think that was the worst one because, like, they gave a lot of like context on that shit. So this
because he was showing him a lot of compassion and shit. He actually came off as like a true soul that actually wanted to be friends with the motherfucker, and he still ended up killing his ass afterwards.
Yeah, because this wasn't like, oh, you just met him in the bar the one time and then you took him wherever you took him. No, he had to hang out with him a couple times, and then even then you gave the backstory on you know when he was a baby, and you know, and his mom found out he was deaf. So you gave a whole backstory on this guy, and all the way up to the point where he's trying to wonder when the guy gonna come back. The guy like, I'll be back soon, just trust me. And then he come back and say he left his keys, and this man like, man, fuck this, and just go in there, join a killer dude. I'm like, oh man.
And a lot of this shit that I'm no fucking psychologist, but I'm just reading in between the lines and looking at facts, right? A lot of that shit got to do with the shit with his parents.
So do you feel like if this was around this time, do you feel like the signs would have been caught a lot quicker? Because I feel like there was plenty of signs that like something was up with him, but it was just like maybe because it was just that time period, we wasn't really probing mental health and shit like that.
It wasn't even. I don't think it would have got caught quicker because there's signs for fucking mass shootings and they don't pick up on it.
Okay.
So I don't think it would have got quick. I don't think it would have got quicker. He probably got away with it, even more so. Reason being because you didn't have social media and technology and shit back then. It's a lot. As much as people think it is, back then it was easy to disappear and make yourself scarce and shit is, but it's easy to do that shit now with the way shit was going on. So, and the only reason why he got caught is because he got sloppy. That's the only reason why he got caught.
Sloppy as fuck.
He got sloppy towards the end. So if he wouldn't have got sloppy like some of these other fucking serial killers that killed 2 times more than what the fuck he did, like John Wayne fucking Gacy, but he got sloppy too. That's why he got caught. All these motherfuckers get sloppy and they get caught. But if he would have never got sloppy, because you got to think, he killed his first person and then he didn't kill the second person until 9 years later.
He chilled.
And then he chilled, but then went on a fucking rampage for like the next fucking.
Then went to jail.
What's called?
Went to jail, got out, was right back with the fucking.
Right back in it like it never fucking happened. And his dad's fucking. They picking up roadkill, dissecting it. His mom was a pill head. They both left him in the fucking house to raise himself for like his senior year. So he was looking for that companion. Like it's a lot of shit that go. It's a lot of shit to go into that shit, man. And what you find out. And the only reason why I know, because I do watch a lot of documentaries when it comes to serial killers and shit, it comes back from the way they was raised in their childhood.
Yeah. Well, look, man, if y'all want to watch it, I mean,
Watch
it's up to y'all. Go ahead and watch it. We ain't about to sit here and tell y'all what you can and can't watch because who the fuck are we? Just like everybody else saying you should or shouldn't watch it. Who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying?
But I do suggest that everybody do their research first, because it was very accurate. They only had like a couple things that weren't accurate. So like the lady Niecy Nash played, what was her name?
Glenda Cleveland.
She didn't. Glenda Cleveland didn't actually live in the apartment. She lived in an apartment next door, and it was somebody else. I think her last name was like Parson or some shit that actually lived. So I think they took Niecy Nash's character and put her into two people because you didn't have because Miss Glenda lived in an apartment across, but then you also had Miss Parsons, who the motherfucker actually tried to feed a sandwich to, who could have possibly been fucking human remains. I think they mixed both of them together. But then it's just like small, minute details, like during the entire trial, this motherfucker, he had his glasses on in the show. He didn't wear his glasses at all into the show, but it's little shit like that. But other than that, for the most part, 95% of the shit's accurate. So I tell people they got the Jeffrey Dahmer tapes on Netflix. Watch that shit first. Or if you just fucking go on YouTube and watch fucking Jeffrey Dahmer serial killer documentaries and just do your research and look at it that way. So you'll have the background. So you'll know what the fuck you're looking at. But other than that, it was a good series.
Okay. All right. So this next topic, man, this shit fell in my lap. Pause. Like this was something that I think right before you text me, like an hour before you got over, it just popped out of nowhere. So there's a picture circulating around on social media with Kanye West and Candace Owens, and they're wearing T-shirts that say "White Lives Matter."
No comment.
What's your thought? What's your comment on that?
No comment.
No comment. You got nothing.
I don't fuck with Kanye. I don't know who Candace Owens is.
Candace Owens, she be the one that's like she kind of be on her Stacey Dash shit a little bit. But
worse.
What's crazy is some of the shit she be saying it be actually like factual, but people just don't kind of want to, you don't want to hear it because it's like
I just look like this. Kanye looks for he craves attention. Right?
Yeah.
This is something to gain attention. And I think this is something to gain attention in lieu of all the Kim Kardashian and Ray J shit that's been going on recently.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to interject himself into that. But I don't pay attention to shit like that. So I have no comment on why the fuck they will wear White Lives Matter shit now.
Well, I got a comment.
I know you do.
I got a couple.
I know you do.
First and foremost, why are we even surprised?
I'm not surprised.
You know what I mean? Well, I'm just saying,
everybody. It's a lot of people that's surprised.
There's a lot of people that's surprised. I'm just like, have you not been following this nigga's career?
That's one.
Kanye been weird since fucking the Yeezus. He been weird.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if that's
been far gone since
I mean, it's safe to say, man, as soon as Mom Dukes passed, man, he went his own way. Rest in peace. But I mean, and her, I'm just not surprised. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I try not to really wear no controversial shit like that because I just like why even put myself in that type of position? You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Like I already said to myself, I'm not even buying clothes that have writing on. I need a logo, like I need a picture or something. But like Kanye is who he is. Kanye been saying a lot of shit. He be telling people about like college, like you going to college for this, y'all can just create y'all own shit. He on some intergalactic shit.
There he is.
And everybody thinks that the Candace Owens shit. They think that she black, but she hate her own people type thing. And she'll say that she don't, but she'll start going down the list of all this other stuff to why she's not. But y'all be blind to this, that, and the third. She just, in her eyes, we blind to what the fuck is going on type deal. And we could really be on some takeover shit, but we just want to stay.
I can see that because motherfuckers are ignorant. I can see that.
So my thing is, like, again, I say this. I don't wear no controversial shit. So you would never see me in no "Make America Great Again" hat. You would never see me with You would never see me with no Obama hat. You would never see me with no Black Lives Matter shirt. You would never see me with none of that. Like I got a hoodie that I bought it online like a couple years ago, and it says "The Black Man Can." And I wasn't even paying it on mine. I was like, I just need a hoodie, and it fit good, and I wore it, and it's always get dirty looks. So I was like, the fuck is going on? And I'm just sitting there looking like, well, I guess it could be taken out of context. I'm not paying attention to it like that, but I just feel like if I wear that, then I can't get upset. If I see a guy that say blue lives matter, or if I see a white guy that say white lives matter, I mean, how can I?
Can't though.
No, I can't be upset because
nobody can.
That's your life. But motherfuckers be mad. Motherfuckers,
I know they do.
Like, man, y'all gonna go out here and buy them Yeezys? Yeah. If I come across a pair for the right price, I'm getting a pair of Yeezys. Look, I don't give a fuck what Kanye do. What Kanye do, what Candace do, that shit don't affect me. It don't pertain to me. If he want to wear White Lives Matter, I don't have to see this nigga every day. So it doesn't make me, it doesn't make me any difference. You know what I'm saying? But like, I see all this, oh man, y'all keep on buying Kanye shit and keep on making him y'all top 5 rapper. If
they're still gonna do it, they're gonna I'm waiting for somebody to come around with the daggone Yeezy mask.
Exactly.
The phone,
the Yeezy mask, the fucking them goddamn Mickey Mouse boots. You know he got a fucking mouthpiece now. And he got a Balenciaga Yeezy mouthpiece. And then he still got
that joint probably like $800.
Yep, and he still got his Walking Dead clothes. And y'all are still gonna fucking buy it, bro. Y'all still gonna buy it. Like this will be killing me. Y'all be fucking mad. You be mad for a couple of weeks and you go right back to doing the shit.
To the bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? Like the same people, like this, just like we'll sit here and say, oh, we got to stop killing each other and all this other shit. But y'all go out here and blast whatever one of these fucking rappers who praise killing people, drugging women, throwing money on them, degrading them, and fuck nigga this and that. Y'all to do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But let a nigga wanna just this is how he feel. I know. I'm gonna get me an N-bomb penny job.
Don't worry, I got you.
I'm gonna get an N-bomb penny job. But I feel strong about that shit because y'all be some fucking hypocrites, bro. Like
it's crazy.
Y'all be so hypocritical, bro.
I don't normally wear I mean, as you refer to as controversial stuff, but I did have one hat that I did like, and I stood by that statement. But to me, I didn't feel that it had any racial bias or, I wasn't, rooting only for my stuff, but that I had a hat that I had a homeboy of mine made, and it said, make black men kings again. Right. I've never, who commented most on me wearing that hat? Just guess which race commented most. Nope.
White people?
Yep.
They were questioning why you had it?
No, they didn't question. They were commenting.
Saying what?
Oh my God, I love that hat. That's a dope hat, man. I appreciate it.
Do you feel like
from all ages, old, fucking young? I mostly had white people commenting on my hat saying it was a fucking good hat.
You feel like that was genuine, or that was just like they take it to the cookout?
I mean, I have no other reason but to feel taken as genuine. Because it's not like that I'm doing anything to cause attention to myself. I just had the hat on. I'm walking into the store, right? And they were just like, "Hey, man, that's a dope hat." And they going about their business. Hey, you have a nice day. And they going about their business. You know what I mean? I never had, and that was the only thing I would say that would attract attention to myself. But like I said, I've never really had anybody come up or give me dirty looks because I was wearing something like. And if they did, I probably wasn't paying attention. But that was probably like the only thing that I would say that would bring unnecessary attention to myself. But I wore because I was supporting a local black business. Yeah. There's a friend of mine I went to high school with who makes all my hats. Shout out to BJ. Hope you got your sauce because I mailed it today.
Yeah, tell him we need a holler. We need some merch.
But he, you know what I mean? But I wore it because I was like, damn, that's a dope ass line. Because I mean, at one point we were kings. It's not like I'm trying to sit here and do like some fucking hostile takeover. Yeah. But I looked at that statement as we have a lot of black men right out here that are not portraying themselves as kings, right? And they're doing the dumb shit out in the public or whatever the fuck, and whether they're not raising their kids or halfway doing it or fucking being in toxic relationships, dealing with baby moms, not doing what the fuck they're supposed to do as leaders and, patriarchs in the fucking community. We're not, we weren't doing that as a race, I felt. So that's why I wore it, to bring attention to ourselves, not because I'm supporting some fucking Black Lives or Blue Lives or Green Lives fucking movement and shit like that. Nah, we gotta police ourselves up.
Yeah. So I look at the shirt the same way I look at them gigantic fucking boots that he got.
Yeah,
I look at them the same way. It's like, look, somebody gonna fuck with it, and somebody gonna look at you and be like,
I seen somebody today. This motherfucker had on some flare pants, some white drop socks, and had on like some big ass, puffy ass, like Timberland colored fucking boots, but they weren't Timberlands though. I don't know what the fuck they were. And he had on that short sleeve shirt and a hat. First of all, I know you cold. You about to get frostbite on your fucking ankles.
He's trying to be fresh out here though.
But it was a dude too. But he had on flare pants. It was like it was female pants. I was like, I don't know what's going on right now.
But I mean, that's where they at. So again, I mean, you may look at it. I look at it as, man, that boy Kanye wild. That's all. That's the only thing I can say. It's just like,
how I look at it.
Kanye wild. But I'm like, that's who he is. Like, motherfuckers really, we're not buying any more of your shit. All right, well, keep doing that so the price can go down and the inventory will be a little better so I can get me a pair. Right. All right, but that's all I got with that, man. So you say you didn't catch the BET Awards?
No, I did not. But I heard a lot of controversy from it.
Oh, speak on it.
The main controversy I heard that from the BET Awards, and I stopped watching this shit a long time ago. It was a convention of BBLs in bad fashion.
So what you think they need to do? What can be done to get the? Well, I think all the fucking award shows is terrible now, but what do you think can be done to like bring it back to where it was back in the day?
To me, I don't know, man.
Or do you think we just passed it at this point?
I think we just passed that point right now because the way the fucking BET Awards used to be back in the day, not even the BET, just the BET Awards, like the Grammys, the Emmys, like shit used to be like entertaining, raw and uncut. People are displaying their talent without the fear of backlash, right? But now it's just like, we got to live up to the stereotypes. Like it wasn't, I couldn't understand if it was like a gala or something, but it wasn't even that. Like people's out there looking crazy. Like Lil Mo Fit, she was in like a one piece. I don't know what like shit didn't even match, bro. Like she had on like a velour Catwoman suit with like some black fucking long football socks from Dick's that had stones on them and shit that had fingers in them. Like it didn't fucking match. It was like, come on, like what the fuck are you doing? And then fucking Little Kim looked like a goddamn BBL superhero because she had on like a fucking tight fitting like one piece or legging top situation, but it had like the contour of a person's body on it. So like you seen like the ribs and you seen like the pelvic and like you seen like it was muscles in the arms and the shirt. Like, come on, look, Kim, what the fuck? It's bad enough.
That's old school.
You out here looking like Vegeta. But now you out here with this fucking fitted fucking, like you look crazy as hell, bro. Remy Ma look good as always. Shout out to Remy.
Yeah, she do.
Fat Joe and his wife look good. I'm just looking at trying to think of some highlights.
Did they say anybody who any highlighted performances? You know what?
Nah, I ain't even really hear nothing about that.
So you know why I think
they banned my man Jim Jones though. Vamp Life.
They banned him.
Yeah, Jim Jones not allowed to go back to BT.
Wow.
I don't know why, but
we'll figure it out. Honestly, I think when
it's not the same. We can't go back.
I think when the internet and YouTube and shit really became like the number one source to find shit, it's like, why watch it? I could just wait till the next day and go on YouTube and look at whoever I want to see. Or if some shit happened, I could just go to fucking YouTube and look it up. Why, you know what I'm saying, waste a good evening, you know what I'm saying, on sitting there watching it, all these goddamn commercials.
Yeah, like this shit.
So I think we just passed it. That's just like MTV Jams. When the last time you looked at MTV Jams?
Oh wow.
Remember that shit? Nigga, we used to be on them jams, bro. Now, for what? You got YouTube, you got Spotify. Why do I need to go to MTV Jams and hope that they're gonna play the song or play the video that I want to see? So I think we just pass it. I mean, the only suggestion I can think is maybe do it every other year. You know what I'm saying? And maybe really, really push to get, the A-list performers on there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, you got a lot of people who don't go and they win awards.
Yeah.
They're not there.
They're not there.
We're gonna accept this on behalf of the 10th nigga that didn't show up.
6.
So I mean, yeah.
What you? All right. So since we're on the subject, what you think about Lizzo playing James Madison's flute?
I mean, is that a big deal?
It is.
I mean, I seen the
only reason why it's a big deal because it's a 200-year-old flute.
But that
James
you
Madison
talking about the
had it.
shiny ass joint she was playing?
That was a crystal flute that was over 200 years old. That the Library of Congress took out of the glass case.
Oh wow!
And gave it to her to play.
I mean, I think it's a good look. If they trust her to do that, I mean, I'm pretty sure that shit had to get okayed by a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm with that. I mean,
I think to be honest, by all means, I think that was a good look for Lizzo.
That's cool.
That was a good look for Lizzo. And I didn't know that she's been playing the flute since she was 10 years old.
I thought she was what they call it? Not lip sync. I thought she was flute singing that bitch. I didn't know she was really playing. I was like, is she really playing that shit, bro?
She was really playing it.
She bouncing around and dancing that shit, and they go, control your breathing.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
So she's been playing the flute since she was a kid. So that was dope. Library of Congress okayed it, right? And then they gave James Madison. That was James Madison's.
People
flute.
love Lizzo, so she trusts me.
She on every time I go on Instacart, Lizzo right there.
She on there. So that was cool. But yeah, I say try that shit every other year, man. And that might be good. What else we got? We got Coolio. Rest in peace of Coolio.
Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise.
59 years old.
59 years old.
Come on, man.
So they said that he was at his friend's house in LA. He went to the bathroom and he was in there a little too long, and they went to go check on him. And he was on the floor, bro.
I hope it's. I hope it's not. I hope it's just natural causes.
I hope it. As of right now, it's seeming they're leaning more towards like a heart attack. But as of right now, from the autopsy, there hasn't been any drugs or alcohol found.
It's too much of that shit. There's too much of that being the cause of death shit going on.
Man, because when that shit hit with Michael K. Williams, boy, that don't fuck me up.
I mean, I was just like, damn, I didn't see that. Even though I don't know him per se, I've really been following him, but I was like, damn, I ain't really see that.
Yeah, you ain't see that coming because of the fact of the shit that he does, like in the public, right? You know what I mean? He had like a little black market series when he was out there talking to young troubled whoever, right? And he was real active in his community. Like, there's always videos of him, like Michael K. He was dancing and shit, but to see that, he was battling his own demons is sad, but. Yeah, shout out to Coolio, forever rest in peace. Gangsta Paradise, classic. Dangerous Mind, classic movie.
Great movie
with Michelle Pfeiffer. So, I think he won an Emmy off that. That was like in 1994, 95, some shit like that. So, shout out to him on that, man. It was just great. It just caught me off guard, bro, because it was just like, God damn.
I forgot what day. It was something going on when that happened because I was like, damn. I think I was watching football or something, and I was like, damn, what the hell? Coolio died.
Yeah. So, next thing, around the way, what the fuck moments? 2 of them.
Well, I got one. If I can just interject,
go ahead.
Allegedly, the youth crimes are down 60%.
60% because of the fucking curfew.
Because of the curfew, I just think it's because it's getting cold and motherfuckers in school. But I digress. Yeah. Apparently, it's down 60 something percent. Hey, it ain't really been shit going on. That's all I got for that.
So, 2 negligent discharges this weekend. 2.
You only told me about one.
I just found out about the other one at work today after I got off the phone with you. So, there was one at the Virginia Nation's Gun Show in Dulles Expo Center. This motherfucker had dropped a mag. So, when you go to any gun show, right? For those who don't know, when you go into any gun show, you're not supposed to walk in with any loaded firearms, right? So if you're walking in there to trade or sell your firearm, right, they normally put a zip tie through it. You check your shit in, they lock it, right? But then, of course, there's people in there that's walking and they got their carrying conceals on. But 9 times out of 10, they normally just leave their ammo and stuff in the car, right? But they still have their carry firearm on it. Why doesn't make sense, but I don't know. It just happens. So I think this guy, he had dropped a magazine, had to carry, but didn't have a round in his chamber. So I'm assuming, right? And I kind of called it Because when it happened, I was there with the kids and Martell. And we were in the far back of the damn convention center.
Yeah.
So we heard the noise and it sounded like a loud pop, but I'm like, that it sounded like a gunshot, but like nobody's reacting. Right? And this is Friday
They
evening.
never thought it was a demonstration.
This is Friday evening, and I went. It's the first day because it don't open until 3:00. Got there Friday evening. We were there probably for like 10, 15 minutes, bro. And we heard this loud pop, but like nobody reacted, right? Like everybody kind of turned in the direction of where it came from. And like everybody stayed for like 15, 20 seconds, but then everybody came back and then went about their business. So we was like, okay, well, maybe it wasn't a gunshot. Maybe something fell, right? So we walk on the opposite side. We're walking out towards the front. And as we're walking, probably like 5 minutes after it happened, we see an ambulance out front. We was like, maybe something fell on somebody. You know, people got their exhibits up, you know, I mean, they got their shit up and they're at towers of shit and shelves and shit. Maybe something fell or something fell off a pallet. Or I was like, well, maybe somebody got hurt, right? But not necessarily a gunshot. Bro, we on our way out. Virginia State Police got the joint cordon off. Got the yellow tape up. They got the police crime scene shit out, and it's a fucking hole in the floor. Me and Martell get home that evening on the news, Fox 5. Virginia man suffers from self-inflicted gunshot wound at a Virginia's gun show. I was like, oh my God.
Was it old dude?
I don't know who the fuck it
No.
was. They didn't give details, but this motherfucker shot himself in the foot.
Just imagine if everybody would have reacted, motherfuckers would be like, swoosh.
Yeah,
everybody put their fucking gun in the air.
Everybody was in there, was packing. But yeah, that was one. And then the second one was at around the Mills.
I think I seen that shit.
And this is the dumb thing. It's all on video. The guy, whoever the dude is, ran out with the rest of the crowd because he sent around the Mills into a panic in the fucking food court. They got him on video adjusting his pants, and then the fucking gun went off. Once the gun went off, everybody kind of like scattered. Only like 2 people got injured, but that was from everybody scattering and shit. And he ended up running out with it. Now they got his fucking face all over the fucking news. Have you seen this? If you've seen this individual, if you know him, please contact the police because he had a negligent discharge. Now, this is my thing, right? Somebody's going to try to tie that shit to him being carry concealed or whatever the fuck, right? Hopefully, and I don't know who this individual is. Hopefully, if he is a licensed carry concealed holder, and for him to adjust his pants and it goes off, that means either one, he didn't have a fucking holster and it was just like in his belt, or he actually pulled it out because most holsters have trigger guards. That means he pulled it out and had his finger on the trigger and around the trigger somewhere and it went off. I'm taking a guess based on the fact that he ran and he hasn't turned himself in yet.
That it wasn't in a holster.
That it wasn't in a holster and he probably doesn't have his carry concealed.
So are you?
So we'll see.
Are you supposed to have it around in the chamber?
I mean, it's your preference.
So that's an option.
That's an option. So if you gotta think about it, right? If you carry and conceal your firearm and you don't have and you never have a round chambered, you have to practice on chambering the round. That's the first thing you need to fucking do if you get into an altercation. So that means you got to pull from your fucking holster, rack the fucking slide, and then do whatever you need to do whatever your business, rather than just pulling out and getting to fucking work. I'd rather just pull out and get to work.
Understood.
So it's preference, right? Now, don't get me wrong. When I first started carrying conceal years ago, I didn't fucking have a round in the chamber because I was nervous. But then after a while, I got my shit.
I was going to say, I'll be like, yeah, it probably would have been a while. I'd be like, hey.
It took me, it ain't gonna lie, it took me like a couple months.
Like, don't make me cock this motherfucker. If I cock it, that's it.
It took me a couple months, but as I'm practicing and stuff as I leave the house, because a lot of people don't think I do this. Every time I leave the house, I do dry fire and I do holster draws. I practice. I get at least about 10 to 15 reps in before I leave the house. It's just not a normal thing that I do. Because muscle memory. Because if I even don't even feel like I would leave and go. If I'm in the car and I didn't do my reps, I would go back in the house and do my reps before I leave. But I got to a point where it's just like, okay, well, if something happened, it's normally between 3 to 7 yards in front of me, right? So that means if somebody's close, I gotta pull this shit out, and then I gotta rack it, and then I gotta get myself together. I was like, I'm eating up at time. So my preference is to carry with the round and chamber. But everybody's different. I tell people you carry on what you feel comfortable with, but whatever that you're comfortable with, you got to be consistent in practice.
This is true.
So
Bobby Miley says, "Damn cheddar bobs out here."
Yeah, fucking cheddar bobs. He shot himself in the foot, and the other one had a negligent, and both of them was negligent discharges. I know it had to be. Well, the first one was definitely because they said it in the news, but the other one, it was a negative discharge too because they got him on camera adjusting his belt and fixing his shit, and the shit went off. He's dumb. He's stupid. Every holster that you have is designed to have a trigger guard on it for that specific reason. I can adjust my shit all day. It's not going to go off because there's a fucking piece of plastic, Kydex, that covers the fucking trigger guard. So that means I have to grip my fucking pistol grip and pull the entire pistol out. Well, at least pull it halfway out in order for me to access my trigger.
Yeah, sounds like a lot.
So it sounds like this motherfucker didn't have a holster, which is a lot of motherfuckers out here doing. Which then it goes to my biggest rant. Some of these shitty ass fucking firearm instructors that's cutting corners. You're not setting people up for success. You're setting them up for failure because you're trying to get a quick buck. You get your shit in, you get out, they gone by their business, man. Then now they fucking gone and you ain't got to deal with them no more. Little do you know, if that motherfucker is a carry and concealed license holder, whoever his goddamn firearm instructor is, he's going to get a fucking phone call.
So are you, when you're going through that process, are you recommending a holster to buy? Are you saying,
I tell people before you even come to my fucking carry and conceal class that you have a holster.
Okay.
Because it doesn't make sense for me to train you on some shit that you don't even have.
Well, I thought maybe because you was training, you just had some practice joints.
No, I mean, I got extra holsters just in case people don't have them, right? But I tell people, if you don't even have your own firearm, there's no point of you taking my carry and conceal class. Because what's the point of me training you on my shit that you're probably never going to have? You see what I'm saying? Or what's the point of me training you on my holster that you probably won't? Like every time people fucking take my class or they call me about questions about carry and conceal, I always recommend holsters. That's one of the first things you should get after you buy your firearm is a fucking holster. Whether you're going to carry conceal or not, you should want a holster when you're at the fucking range. You see what I'm saying? So it's just all on it's just all on what you learn, man. And then the thing about it is two main reasons why we always have negligent discharges or accidents, right? It's ignorance or lack of fucking knowledge, right? Always tell people, always treat firearms like they're supposed to be always treat firearms like they're loaded. It's motherfuckers that grab a fucking gun, right? And be like, oh, it's unloaded, but you're still pointing at me. So if it was loaded, you would still have this whole inclination to pointing at me. Like I've seen it many times, like people that sent me videos. Just like this one video that I talk about in my fucking class. This guy is trying to show somebody how to properly disassemble a Glock in the backseat of a fucking vehicle. But regardless of the fact, at some point you have to pull the trigger to disassemble a Glock. So it's loaded. He fucking give a quick little pull on the fucking slide. He pulls the trigger to let the slide go for it. It's around it. It fucking shoots the fucking passenger in the back in the front seat. Ignorance.
We got a question. Bobby says, you got any preferences for holsters?
Yes. Tier 1 Concealed is the company that I use. I am no way in shape or form getting paid by them to mention this, but I do use Tier 1 Concealed holsters, and I use the inside your waistband appendix holster. I don't carry on 3 o'clock, 4 or 5 or 6. I carry it right here at my fucking 12. So it's right there in front of me. That is my preference and what I recommend everybody fucking gets, because you can customize that holster to your firearm. So if you got a light on it or an optic or a compensator, like they custom form fit your shit to your gun and they send it to you. And it's flexible and it's not even that expensive. You only get expensive when you start putting all these crazy colors and shit in it. But if you're getting it just for the function part, it's like $130. You got your holster and you got an extra magazine.
Okay. And also, if y'all have any more questions about carry and conceal,
Yep. Or HQL or just any firearm training, please hit me up on info@snipe.training, or you can hit me on Instagram at Snipe Training, Facebook at Snipe Training, or you can go to the website at www.snipe.training.
got it.
Plug.
Well, that's all I got, man. I know it's that time in the evening.
You know it is. What happened to my dad joke? Jump.
It's been a long week, man. Give me a fucking break.
You said you was gonna have my shit. It gotta
be right. I can't just put anything in there.
It do gotta be right. So I think this was a big good one because we're dog owners. My wife asked me, have I seen the dog bowl? And I told her no, I didn't even know he did that.
Say it again.
My wife asked me, did I see the dog bowl? And I told her no.
What the fuck?
I didn't even know that he
Shit,
did.
hey, that was a late. That would have been, if I would have understood it, that shit would have been funny. But
you're
I'm
slow.
like, the dog bowl.
You're
oh,
you're slow.
Come on, man.
You ruined it, bro.
I didn't ruin it. The delivery was off.
No, the delivery wasn't off. I delivered it the same way, but just 10 times slower.
I think that's what it was. You changed up your delivery. You threw me a curveball instead of the slider. Look, man. We're gonna wrap up, man. Again, we thank y'all for joining us. Make sure you share, subscribe. We're looking for some sponsors. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do some merch probably come 2023. We'll try merch it up. Want to try to get some folks in the studio, try to get that good experience, get some more footage, get some behind the scenes footage, all that shit, man. Just keep pushing the pod, keep pushing the content. You can find our shit wherever you listen or watch. TikTok, Twitter, we on all that.
Everything. Share our shit.
We on it all. Share it, subscribe, and we gone. Captain out.